I do want to take a moment at the top of the show to talk about Fox Beauty Cosmetics, because I got my lipstick game really on point, and I used some of the filler as like a little bit of extra color in my eye.
I was gonna say, your eyes look amazing today. That was awesome.
I actually had a few minutes to get prepped for it, so I was just like, let me try some blending.
This is very good.
You know, you never know if you're gonna be good at it until you fail a couple of times. And I look back at like, I think it was last year that I went to a Halloween party. I think it was your Halloween party, Pannon. And it was a lot. Like, it was a lot that I was doing. And I was like, it wasn't bad. It's just, now I know a little bit more, a little less goes a long way.
I don't know, your style changes, it adapts as you get like more refined in your skills, and that's great.
Yeah.
There was one time with his product that I put, it was like a dark lip shade.
Mm-hmm.
And I sealed my makeup and everything. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, this is awesome. I'm done at the end of the day though. I'm going to take a shower. And I got into the shower, washed my face, and got out, and I still had like the same color lips.
Wow.
And I was like, I love this for like conventions and stuff, but I'm weirded out going to bed with my lips being a different color, and I had to message him, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was in the shower for like a half an hour trying to get your makeup on.
Yeah, like coffee. I said last time that I brushed my teeth and I didn't have any of it come off on my toothbrush.
Yeah.
This is top quality stuff.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like a lot of lip stains and all that. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, we won't get on your cups," and then you look and you have like kiss marks on your glasses and all that. But his is legitimately like just great, just for not transferring it.
Yeah, no, legit top-notch quality.
Or like time I tried to kiss Dustin on the cheek and leave a big old mark, and I left nothing. So all he got was a kiss from his spouse.
How
dare!
How dare! What
terrible!
What atrocities were committed that day?
I was so disappointed.
Anyway, sorry.
All right, well, let's get into this crazy episode of Cosplay Chronicles.
Woo!
So you guys find yourselves at Grammy Ma's, and Tolan has a bit of a tummy ache because Tolan ate way too much of Rain's stress cooking as well as Grammy Ma's cooking at the same time, and now has a wee little tummy ache and cannot go on the adventures. So you guys are going to kind of like take a moment. It's getting closer to the spoopy season, and you guys are wanting to like go out, go shopping, hang out, maybe fill in some errands. So we're gonna say it's about midday. You've got Billy like curled up right at the foot of the bed, chin resting at like on the bed itself, and Tala going, you guys, it was too tasty. I couldn't not eat more." So what do you guys want to do from here?
Oh, man.
Kind of like give Talon the pat. Like,
Cut it out of me. Just cut it out of me.
Okay.
Wait, no. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
It's like when you have a diseased hand or like a diseased finger and they cut off your whole arm.
I realized.
As Rain's standing there with like an apron on, getting ready to make another batch of cookies. Like, no, he's already dead.
Maybe we should give it a little bit of time, Rain, sweetheart. I understand. Baking is just one of those things that everybody enjoys. But I'm running out of flour, gluten-free flour, and soy flour. So please, just stop hurting my pockets, please.
Oh, oops. We can. I can go get some more while we're. Do you have any other errands you need run? I could go do that.
Well, go ahead, Vin. Go ahead, sorry.
Kind of the whole everything. Do you need anything to help, fix all of this?
Yeah, maybe that.
Yes. Okay. Let me get you a grocery list of sorts. So the contractor should be coming soon for the skylight thing situation. Okay. Rain, I need you to pick me up an assortment of flowers. Not flower, but with a U, flower. Whatever you prefer. But I also need bread flour, baking flour, and then bone flour.
Okay.
Okay, we got that? Okay.
Red baking bones.
Vea, I'm trusting you with this one. They ruined a lot of my decorations, and Vea, darling, you have some style. So I'm going to ask that you go out and pick out some new vases, some actual sustainable flowers, something that will last a little bit longer. Maybe a hanging vine or something along those lines. A small bonsai tree would be a little fun, but I feel like those are a lot of work. So I'm trusting you on your judgment here. And Draxel, my boy, Draxel,
Yeah.
I have the most important job for you of all. You're
What is it?
going to make sure that we have dinner tonight.
Oh, can do. What do we want? We're talking big game, small game. What do we want in here? Just anything.
Something that will last us a while. Something that I can cut down and easily, mind you, make sure that all of us eat it, including Billy. We need to make sure that we get a sustainable diet for Billy as well. Maybe a large boar of some sort. I feel boar.
Okay.
That bacon for breakfast in the morning. We have pork for dinner, and then we have hide for days.
Yes, I can do that.
All right. And then Rain and Vea, I just need you to rein him in a little bit, just between the three of us. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Draxel, you're on it.
I'm on it.
All right. And it's you guys got some cons or whatever that you might need to go to or fill in some time that to get the pumpkin season flavor. I don't know what it is that you kids want these days, but for whatever reason the economy
begun?
I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
Has the pumpkin spice season begun?
This pumpkin spice season has begun. Be careful because the pumpkins do fight back at times, so be prepared for that. But other than that, have fun, enjoy, do whatever you kids want to do.
Can we stop at Barstucks? I have to get the pumpkin spice latte.
Barstucks.
I'm here looking in my notes like, where the hell is Barstucks?
Yeah, I was trying to parse that one out too. Yeah, go to Barstucks. If you can, on your way back, get me like a dirty chai. I love a nice dirty chai. 3 pumps though, because this house doesn't clean itself.
You got it, Mima.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, so you guys head out. Do you guys want to hang out here for a little while? What all do you guys want to do?
We should probably drop off that knife before we forget.
Yeah. And then if we do the errands real quick first, then we can help Draxel with carrying things and making sure it's not too heavy on the as our last errand.
Okay. So we'll take care of dinner last.
Yeah. We don't want anything to spoil.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it fresh, right?
Yeah. Ish. Kinda.
From a cooking perspective.
That's what you call natural spices.
I mean, you can just eat it raw, let it simmer for a bit.
You could do that, but what about 7 herbs and spices?
Yes, I like where you're going with that.
We like it. Okay.
Let's get going.
Okay. So you guys head out into town, and I'm going to have all 3 of you roll me a quick perception check.
Oh, it's on.
24.
Oh, boy.
24.
5.
12.
12. All right. So, Rain, what you notice as you get out, it is definitely getting as the cooler season rolls in. You see the crunchy leaves on the ground. You see a lot of the pumpkins and the squashes that are like coming into season. Lots of carts coming and going, filled with the vegetation of the season. You're noticing that there's a lot of people getting dressed up for cosplays and Halloween's just around the corner. So there's a lot of like different people wearing like fun seasonal garb, but also a lot of costumes that seem to be on sale. Like even shops that don't normally sell those crappy like dollar masks seem to be now selling those. Vea, with your 12, you do notice that like a lot of the same thing. The hustle and bustle seems to like everybody's like bundled up a little bit more. It's gotten a lot more chilly outside. People seem to be a little bit more quiet. They're not talking as much. Like they're just kind of like making a quick transaction and then they'll like go about their day. Not like they're trying to run away from something, but they are noticed like, here's your coins and gone. And like they're just not taking their time like you would normally see it. Draxel, what you notice is that everybody seems to be like avoiding the center square of the town. Like as people are running around, like they will like make sure that they turn around and they start towards the center square, and then you can see them like do a little bit of math and like geography of like, okay, I need to go this way, and then like they'll turn on a dime and then they'll go a random route to avoid the center square. You do see that there are some people like circled around the center square, so you can't see like directly into it, but a lot of people are making sure that they stay out of that area.
They're staying out. The people who are like circled around it, are they like different from are they like standing and like kind of watching the center square, or?
Yeah. There's like a good amount of people that seem to be like watching and just kind of like hanging out and seeing like, what is this? What is this about? Is this like a performance piece, or is this like some weird like, I don't know, let's overthrow the government kind of party? I don't know, but like let's see what it is. And like some of the people seem to be like, I don't want anything to do with whatever is happening down there. It's the introverts. They're me. All of the people who don't want to be there is me.
Nod to the other two. Let's check this out. I found it. Looks interesting. And I'm like scurrying off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going.
I take off after.
Just looking around the town as we're walking, has a downtrodden, poor on its luck business turned into a Spirit Hallows Eve?
Yes, there is. There is a store. It very much looks like it could have been a warehouse of some sort. And it seems to, like, you can still see the outline of its previous title, and then just a rolled up placard posted onto the top of the building where there is, I can't think of anything clever to call it.
No.
Spookies. Yeah, we'll call it Spookies.
I get it.
Ah.
I was like, did I forget about a store that was going out of business? No. No. Oh my goodness.
Took me too long to actually come up with a fun name for it. I apologize. That's on me. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it actually landed, so I didn't call it like Phantom Hallows Eve.
Phantom. Phantoms is way better. Ah, taking it. That's the retcon. It's now Phantoms. It's got like the half mask from the Andrew Lloyd Webber, like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you do see that on a large large store that clearly went out of business.
Okay, but following Drexel.
So you notice that out of the corner of your eye. You follow Draxel. Draxel, as you get to the edge of the crown, you hear, "Come on, come. See if you can beat the indomitable Winterman." And it's very much like this guy that's dressed up as Santa Claus kind of vibe. But he is jacked. He's not wearing like the big puffy coat. He is wearing like a vest, and it's got the white fur around the arms, and it kind of comes down like it's got open chest. He's got the white hair thing going on, and he is jacked. And he's sitting at a table, and it very clearly looked like he's been doing like a lot of like arm wrestling. And he goes, "Who thinks they can defeat me? My season is coming. I am inevitable."
Not going anywhere near that. Just hiding behind whoever's largest.
Where the hell is Tolan? We have one strong person.
We're not very. Maybe the three of us together.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This looks like he's like setting up like an arm wrestling thing. Then, like he's like,
yeah, that's exactly it. He's. It looks like he's got like this Christmas stocking nailed to the side of the table, and it's filled with cash, gold rather. And it's like the nail is starting to bend because it's full of so much gold. And you hear the announcer basically like, "Come on, come all, come challenge the Christmas giant. Come, make sure that you have enough money for your holiday seasons coming up. If you challenge him, beat him at his own game, you win the pot." And he picks up the Christmas stocking, and it jingles heavily. You can see like the sock is like starting to burst at the seam, and the Santa Claus makeshift man says, "Oh, I think that no one would be strong enough to defeat me. Not these puny citizens of this tiny Karish Kagal town."
I mean, we can attempt, but honestly, I think of the three of us, I am the strongest.
Probably.
And that paints an interesting picture.
On a scale of 1 to 20, how strong do you feel?
A solid 12.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think we've got you for doing this. I'm gonna like go like kind of behind you, start doing like that manager in the boxing corner, rubbing your shoulders, casting guidance, rubbing your shoulders, casting guidance.
I didn't say I thought I could win.
Well, we've got one shot.
Oh, I actually have been learning a new spell. I could try it. And I cast Alter Self. Is this a temporary spell? I hope it's temporary.
Yeah, it's temporary. It's a concentration spell.
And I guess you can transform your height and weight, right?
Yeah. You kind of change what your physical appearance is more or less.
Sure. Okay. So I think he's not great at this yet. So I'm just thinking like a larger, like beefier version of Rain. So that he can like be on par with not Santa.
Okay. I love it. So while the spells last, you can end one option as an action to gain the benefits of a different one. Change appearance. You transform your appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, distinguishing features, characteristics, if any. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your stats change. You can also appear as a creature of a different size than you, and your basic shape stays the same. If you're bipedal, you can't use the spell to become a quadrupedal creature. Anytime the duration of the spell, you can use your action to change your appearance in this way.
Okay. So, I mean, I think he's like doing it on the fly, so he's not super creative, and it's just like a larger, like JoJo sort of like beefy version of himself.
Tiefling becomes a beefling.
Like, yeah, Tiefling becomes a beefling.
You've had that in your pocket. You've been waiting on that one.
Yeah, so he can give it a shot, even though it does not change his stats. So yeah, I'll give that a try.
Okay. And like you step forward, and the announcer looks at you, goes, "Oh, look at you! This fantastic specimen of strength and manliness. Yes, it's 5 silver. 5 silver for entry. And you win the pot. You good with that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I got 5 silver. Sure. I'll give it a try.
All right.
Still this tiny little...
What's range JoJo's pose? That's my question. Is what's
range
JoJo's pose?
Oh, man. I think I have to go with Calculations because it's also Sailor Venus's, and it's the, like... That's very good. Because then I get both fandoms at once.
Okay. So you pay 5 silver, and you sit down at the table, and this guy's he looks human, but like maybe there's a little bit of Goliath in his blood because this guy is swole. And like you're already like starting to like feel just like this energy coming off of him of he embodies gains every single day. And he goes, "And what's your name, little guy?"
Raging storm clouds.
Raging storm clouds. Well, and he like he starts flexing. Have you been naughty? And the like naughty's tattooed on his arm, or nice?
Oh, I'm not sure how to answer that, sir.
You got to pick which arm you want to wrestle. With.
Okay. Maybe nice.
And like he plops down his left arm, and he goes, "Left arm it is."
Oh boy. All right. You ready for a little wizard strength check?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's better than I thought. I got a 15.
He got a 17.
Oh, I was expecting to get thrown across the courtyard.
I was hoping. I was real close, but I was hoping. So he puts out his left arm, you clasp onto it, and the announcer goes, "This is how the game works. It is as the game has always been built in history and time itself." And he puts his hand on top of your 2 clasped hands, and like they're just like muscle. And you can see like there's just like this slight like acknowledgement of like what's going on to the Santa Claus kind of character. Like as he clasps on, he's like, "Oh, okay." And he, the announcer then pulls back his hands and he goes, "And the first one will claim the prize!" And he immediately, like, doesn't even shift and he's like, what a strong, boof. Maybe you haven't been so nice this year. And, like, some of the crowd is kind of like... There's a few people that are kind of getting into it. Boo! Boo! You know, they're kind of like trying to, you know, there's like maybe there are plants in the crowd or something. But it's just, maybe you should make sure you walk little old ladies across the street more often.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And he takes off down the stage, and to the others, he's going to say, I think I wore him down a little. So, yeah.
So you almost had him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I thought I'd be a little stronger in this form, but I don't think it works that way.
Like just a little like heftier.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were using your whole body, but it's probably just using your arm, didn't it?
Yeah. Next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Vey, are you gonna give it a shot with your guidances?
Do you guys want me to? Why? Okay. I'm just so confused why Santa is here. Like, I don't know. Does he use a different calendar?
He's fighting off the Jack Skellington War right now, so he's got to make sure that like he's representing his side of the war.
Okay. I mean, I can try. I guess I'm not out anything other than a few silver.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
You step up. How tall is Vea again?
Like 5'4", 5'5".
5'4", 5'5". And like the announcer, he's a half elf, so he towers over you just by like a whole foot, and he goes, "Are you sure that this is the fight that you want to start, little Kalistar?"
Well, I mean, he started it by making the challenge.
And you see him not do the dab, but like the archer pose of just, I will accept any challenge. No one can stop the coming winter months. And you sit down, you pay the 5 silver, and what is your name, Kalistar?
Vea.
Vea, have you been naughty or have you been nice?
Nice.
I mean, your jacked body makes me want to answer one way. But I think I've been nice.
And at that, he and then he plops down his left arm again, and he goes, "Don't think that I'll be tricked by like your friend tried to trick me earlier." And he starts flexing. Go ahead and give me a contested strength roll.
Cool. As I clasp his hand, I'm gonna mutter, and it's gonna be the energy of like, yeah, I can do this. I can beat this guy. And as I clasp his hand, I am going to cast Druidcraft.
Oh.
And I am just going to overwhelm his senses space with a horrid smell.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. So I will give him disadvantage for that, for sure.
Probably still gonna roll low though. Holy shit. 22.
Nice.
So you at the clasp of the hand, it kind of like you see this puff of like air, kind of like come out of it, like a Fist of the North Star kind of clasp, where the air kind of like clouds around, and you could see him go. And you barely have like enough hand, like your fingers are like peeking out like this, like they're barely over his own palm. You are afraid at the clasp that you are not getting your hand back. That's what this situation feels like. But you could like see that he immediately is fighting an urge to vomit. And the announcer does the same thing over again, and he releases his hands. He gets thrown into the crowd.
Oh my God.
As Vea slams his fist onto the table, he goes head over kettle into the crowd. The table flips. You're holding on and just goosh. And you stand there victorious as this makeshift Santa Claus character has been thrown in. And like everybody who was disinterested is so fascinated at this point. They're like, "Oh, there! Whoa!" And they're like, what? Like, they're all clapping for you. The announcer guy is like stymied, and then just kind of like picks up the bag of coins and hands it over to you and goes, "Okay. All right. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond. That's amazing." Whoa. Vea, you now have 200 gold pieces.
Oh.
And she'll
Oh,
just
dang.
do this like little fluttered bow and then walk her happy ass off the stage.
I
Incredible.
love it. I love it so much.
Thank you for the dice that provided that.
No!
Betrayed.
What have I done?
I've made them too powerful.
It's okay. The one that I got was from one of the ones that Pannon gave me, so it all comes full circle. Fantastic. All right. So you like the cloud disperses, like Vea, you get a bunch of like pats on the back and whatnot. And yeah, you've now got 200 gold pieces that you could split, keep, however you want to do it. But like the crowd is just like, yeah, good job. Hey, get these bums out of here. They're just causing mayhem in Karish Kagal. Like, good job.
And I'll just like, walk back to my friends, be like, oh my God. Like there's like 200 gold in here.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
How did you do that? How
I
did you
kinda-
do that?
It's just like hush. I made it smell like a skunk really fast. Like as soon as we were about to go, I just made it smell really bad up there, and it was enough of a distraction to just. And I don't know, something about their whole energy of like no one can beat us. Kind of,
Yeah, right?
I guess it kind of pissed me off.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Draxel helped me out with that guidance. So we'll split this or buy something cool.
Yes, shopping.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, I thought that guy was gonna hurl on me, which would have made it not worth it. But like seeing him crash, it was satisfying to watch him crash.
You're telling me 200 gold is not worth it to like one, embarrass somebody and to be a little bit thrown up on? Like,
Yeah.
all right, fair enough. Excuse me.
And like then I would puke back,
Oh,
and then it would just turn into this giant war.
Like he would puke back, like you would puke back, and then I would throw up, and then the person next to me would start, and it was a chain reaction.
It was this huge, chain reaction.
Oh.
And would probably go for full circle because I probably didn't get it all out.
who watched Chowder? So you guys are kind of like walking around. Some of the crowd is hanging out with you. Where do you guys want to go from here?
Maybe drop off that knife.
Okay. So you
And
guys,
is this the like only spectacle that was keeping people like kind of wanting to keep their distance, or was there anything else going on here? Was it just an off-putting Santa?
as far as you guys are aware, that was it. That was the only thing that was keeping people away. You didn't hear anything beforehand, really, that like what people were saying or anything along those lines. Seems like they just like didn't want street performers in some capacity or another. Maybe they were causing a disturbance beforehand, but they just don't seem to be like in like the city just didn't want to deal with it at that point. So you guys make it to the blacksmith where Barker is working on something. Again, he's very dapper. He's got the vest and the pocket square, and he's covered in light tattoos, just kind of blacks and whites on his skin, with his human features just standing around. And he goes, "My business partners!" And he twists his mustache a little bit. He goes, How are you doing? Where did you guys go? I have no idea. I assume you went somewhere.
Well, we went to the forest.
Yeah, out to BarkCon.
Oh, the Wise Pine Forest?
Yeah.
Oh, how was that? What all did you guys get up to there?
Well,
Nothing serious. We kind of hung around, met some people, socialized a little, kind of talked your shop up.
Ah,
Yeah.
Thank.
Oh, we got this, and I'll just like point to Rain.
pull out the cool knives that we got at
Ooh.
the convention.
Wood elf craft, and he pulls out like these circular spectacles, and like they just sit on his nose, kind of like a pince nez kind of style, and he's like, "Oh, look at the craftsmanship and detail on that one. That is a beauty. I love the core that they have here. That's a pretty Damascus design." And he's like, "May I?" And he picks it up.
Oh yeah, it's for little Jay.
And he kind of, wow, that is. And he kind of like gives it some like quick like balance. Like, how does this feel? Knocks it against his hand and goes, "This is well crafted. All right, wonderful. Okay, all right." And hey, Dougie, Jay, and you see Jay, and Jay's a bit of a heftier fellow, a larger elf, and he's got just kind of the goatee look going on, and his hands seem to be a little bit like marred by burns and scars that have long since healed over. And he goes, "What is it? Oh, it's the business partners." And you can like Rain and Vea and Draxel, you all like get this like magical like impact that this guy, he knows his enchantments. He knows how to like make sure that something has a punch behind it. And then you see their son, Dougie, walk out, or excuse me, Marky. Did I name him Dougie or Marky? I can't remember.
I think Marky.
Marky. Marky walks out and he sees the knife and he's got this jet black hair. He's probably stands at about 5'6", and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is so exciting!" Just like pure teenage energy. And like he takes it from Barker and he's just like, "Oh my gosh!" And he just starts doing like all these like kata forms and whatnot. Just very like weeb energy of like, I've got the power of God and anime on my side. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Thanks so much, Dad. And he like runs inside. And it's like, why did you run with a knife? Don't run with a knife.
Knife. No.
I'm sure it'll be fine. There are capable healers around.
Yeah, just. And Jay kind of like, well, you know what it is. Yeah, they just get so excited. Thank you so much for remembering to bring something back for Marky. He's very excited, and that's really kind of you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, it was nice to be able to do business with you.
Definitely. When are you guys going out on your next shindig?
I think the closest one is like a couple months, right? Maybe.
DrisCon is in 2 months. What else do we got? Anime Expo. That's a little ways away, right? Or is that one closer?
That one's pretty close. That's a couple weeks from now, right?
Couple of weeks.
2 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Maybe hitting up either of those.
Well, I don't know about the cosplay thing. All I know is weapons craft. That's what me and my partner here have dedicated our lives to. So, if you need anything enchanted, if you keep this up, I'll make sure that, I don't know, third one's free. Obviously, the first one's at a heavy discount. Second one's also at a heavy discount because of our partnership. But third one is free.
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, no, he was deciding whether he not wanted to knock over my humidifier, so.
As there are giantesses above me right now knocking things over, so.
Yes.
So he's like, listen, yeah, you tell me what kind of enchantment you want. I'm not crazy about wands, but I can do them. So if you want like a wand of magic missile or I don't know, something stupid fancy, I can do it for you.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean, I don't currently have anything in mind, but I'm sure we will probably think of stuff before we head out.
So what we got? We got a warlock situation going on here. Druid. What all are we looking at?
I'm a druid.
Druid. Okay.
Yeah.
Wizard.
Wizard. All right. Oh, so you'd really like a wand of magic missiles or something.
Yeah, I mean that'd be good. Save me some magic energy, not spell slots, whatever you call
it. Spell slots, yeah. What about you, lizard boy?
Oh, I am more of the divine sort, but physical as well.
Do you?
I'm quicker than I am strong.
All right. You answered my question. Quicker than you are strong. So you probably want something more like that'll take a little bit of heat, right?
Yeah, depending on what. I mean, my natural hide is quite tough, so it'd be hard to beat that. But
you bring up a valid point. So you might want something that would be like a magic doodad, maybe an enhancer of some sort.
Enhancer of something like that. I've got and kind of like pull out the adder, like the whip, and it's like this is pretty nice. But like extra things like wands are great.
Okay. You're giving me ideas, and I don't want to promise anything right now, but maybe for your next adventure, I'll have a few things set aside for you. If you've got any special requests, think about it. Send Barker. He handles all of the social side of things. I just stay in the shop. My crafting days are done, and I just I'm done with people as well, you know. But take care of little Marky over there, and then we just do our thing. So if you have any special requests, something comes up, you can think of anything. Maybe a wand. I'd be more than happy to. Something to enhance your natural clerical abilities, or maybe I don't know. Adding extra things to your little whip there. I think the kids call it metal, right? Metal? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this. And then for you, Druid, I don't know. I can get you some natural hide armor that's a little bit stronger than normal stuff, because I know you don't like using metals sometimes. And vegan leather. I can do vegan leather.
I mean, you wouldn't necessarily have to. It's more about, respecting nature and all the things around it.
Totally.
So, I mean, my view personally as someone connected to the grand thing is, as long as an enemy has, felled me, then I would at least like to be useful to that enemy. But I think it's awesome that you're providing that for people who don't share my views.
We just want to be inclusive. We recognize that this is not a standard setup that a lot of people expect, appreciate, and or want. So to have options for everybody who needs something specific, you get to take care of everybody, and you get to see the community grow around you like that.
That's really great.
Yeah. All right. So think about it. Let me know. If you want to buy some, I don't have anything really amazing right now. I've got like a couple knives, a couple daggers that are a little extra sharp, but
I mean, is it all combat based, or do you do stuff that helps with, like, I don't know, like stealth or illusions or stuff like that?
We do a little bit of armor that would we've got some boots that help with a little bit of your stealth. We have a few cloaks that we have right now. No offense, I'm not trying to be dismissive. It's just really expensive, so it might be outside of your finances right now. But I have a cloak of eyes, and it basically means that you see everything for days. But it also means that you're really prone to getting blinded really easy. Any bright lights or anything along those lines. It's kind of cool, kind of creepy, kind of cool. Do you want to see it? I just want to show you guys. Let me just show it to you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
He goes inside and he grabs this cloak, and it's this beautiful purple. And around it looks like there's this gold inlay in the shape of very intricate eye designs. And then he puts it on, and that gold separates and opens, and it looks like there are actual physical 3D eyes all over this cloak. And he just so I like to wear this every now and again when little Marky is getting into mischief, so I could be like, hey, I saw that, and then take it off real quick, and then it's I got eyes in the back of my head, kind of fun parenting stuff, just a little bit of teasing. Also, this is unbearable. I'm so sorry. Hey, Barker, sweetie, here, put this on. And he puts it on, and he goes, yeah, I also like to wear it because then, and he gives it a flare, I can keep an eye on things.
Right. Oh, that's good. That's good.
I can feel Dustin dying. I can feel him dying. This is 800 gold right now. It's super expensive. If I were to give you guys at a discount, I'd happily lose a little bit of money on this. But I'd only be able to take it down to 700.
I heard this thing that when people become dads, they're inflicted with this
curse.
I don't know, a curse that makes them say things like that.
Yeah, it is a curse, and since we're both fathers, it is Daticus Jokicus. It's just a terrible, terrible curse that it just happens, and no one knows how it happens. No one knows how to stop it. But Daticus Jokicus is afflicting millions upon millions of fathers out there.
Yeah, I know that my father also suffers from it.
And I've heard that it's not just even once you assume over a child. If you were to say that to a friend in a platonic manner of care and affection of well, I'll be your dad. Done. It's over. You can't fight it anymore.
Oh, truly a curse.
Indeed. So, keep that in mind. Maybe I didn't catch any of your names. I'm so sorry. I'm so terrible. I'm Jay. That's Barker. You saw Marky. What are your names?
Draxel.
Vea.
Vea,
Rain.
Rain. Awesome. Rain. Maybe ask Rain for a few magical spells and whatnot, and give me a list, and I can like work on putting something into armor for you guys. Maybe you guys bring me some armor. If you want me to take the whip off of your hands after in between sessions of whatever adventures you're on, and be more than happy to put some spells or something along those lines on there for you.
Oh yeah, I'll stop back by with that when I get kind of what I want with it.
Hell yeah, love it. I like that for you, buddy.
Yeah, we'll keep this stuff in mind. We're down one of our friends right now, so I don't think we can make any really expensive decisions. But
Of course,
but we can pass all this on.
We're just kind of like, now that like I know that you guys mean business, it's just nice to know that like, okay, this is how we can go moving forward. If that makes sense, right? Cool, awesome.
I mean, oh my gosh, though, I just thought of something. Based on what you said about the cloak of eyes, what if that is what's afflicting Tolan? The data kiss. Because he's always making those jokes.
Oh,
he is.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What if he's cursed?
Is he a dad?
No, but he's a caring friend.
Oh.
How many
So he's
times have
already
you said I'll
starting
be
to
your
fall
dad?
into
Like
the
that
role.
just.
No, it's not that. It's more that like he's very supportive and protective. And
Mhm.
he adopted Billy.
Oh, that's right. He is a dad now.
Oh, that sounds
Pet
serious.
dad.
That sounds.
He's a cat dad.
Yeah, that. That's no joke.
It is not.
Have to keep up on that.
Well, unless we want to continue any transactions at this point, I'm gonna get back to work. Barker can take care of any of your needs, but I'm gonna get inside and make sure that Marky doesn't do anything too stupid. And you can hear like a crash coming from inside the house. It goes, "It wasn't me! I didn't do it!" All right, give me the cloak. I need to see every angle of this. And so he takes the cloak back, and he walks in, and you hear, "Not the vase again!"
Bye.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Bye! So what would you guys like to do from here? Do you guys want to do a little bit of shopping? Do you want to try and buy some extra stuff from Barker? Start an enchantment list? Anything along those lines?
I mean, I have some ideas, but on the price point here, maybe we should wait to check in with Tolan. I'd hate to spend like a ton of our money and have him be like, well, I guess cool, rather than excited at the idea of what we came up with.
Right.
I mean, we can.
Although we did just get 200, like, he doesn't even have to know about that.
Where did you get that really nice sword, huh?
Oh, she's always had it. Oh, you remember?
mean, what's more believable, that I've had it and you didn't notice, or that I took down a jacked Santa in an arm wrestling contest?
I love it. I love it so much.
How about that shopping list?
Yeah. So we gotta. I need to get vases.
Okay. I just need to go to like a grocery store, general store, anywhere that has some flour.
What kinds of flour did she ask for again?
Baking, bones, and I have it written down here.
Do you get bone flour at the grocery store?
I guess it depends on the grocery store.
Can you bake with bone flour?
I haven't tried, but I don't know. Can you? Now I need to like Google this.
You just need.
I know there's like bone meal.
You just need a lot of yeast. A lot of yeast. It's more yeast than flour at that point.
I mean, looks like bone meal's more for like farming, but I don't know. I mean, you can make bone broth. I'm sure you can make bread with bones. Maybe it's for Billy.
So you guys, as you guys are kind of like having this discussion, you do come across the Broken Drum. It is a general store. It seems to have a mixture of a lot of different things. There's kind of like an adventurer side, so you've got like adventurers packs and like rations and whatnot, and then like everyday living, where you've got the large barrels where you can like pick up and scoop your own needs of flour and meal, as well as seeds and everything along those lines that you might need. Few farmer stands of like, this came from farmer so-and-so, and this came from this region. And of course, they have like the little hipster aisle that has like all the organic, non-magically modified organisms.
These plants were grown without magic. Druids were not involved.
Exactly. Or there is only druid craft pumpkins. These were grown overnight. Like, it took them 8 hours. It's fine. It's great. You see like just kind of this goth looking teenage girl standing there in like a tattered down brown apron that seems to be covered in like just different messes over time, and they've just never cleaned it. And as you walk in, she goes, "Welcome to the Broken Drum, where our prices can't be beat."
Oh, I get it.
What can I do for you?
Flour.
Yeah, flour.
We need flour.
All right. Well, the flour is over there by the drum containers, where you can drum up your amount that you need, and bags are above, so you can get it by the pound.
Okay, got it. Do you have bone flour?
Yeah, we got bone flour. That we have behind the counter. How much bone flour do you need?
I don't. Maybe like a couple pounds.
A couple pounds. Can you like be more specific, please?
Oh, 2.
2
That's
pounds.
a couple.
2 pounds. All right. That's what I needed to hear. Thank you. And she turns around and she like scoops it up, and it's like, you obviously wanted it like super fine, right? Like super fine.
Oh yeah. We don't want like fragments and stuff.
Yeah. She scoops up and she gets you like this sack and like drops it on the thing, and it's got the logo on the bag itself, and it's like, all right, anything else?
We can grab the rest, just the regular flour.
All right, I have to hold this by the cash register, so please don't be offended or anything.
Okay.
All right, cool. She takes it back, and then like she puts it by the cash register.
Right on.
All right. So, yeah, it seems like a standard general store. Anything that you guys want to get else besides flour that while you're here?
I mean, I think with all the baking he's been doing, Rain would probably pick up a lot of staples. So like flour, oil, eggs.
Maybe there's some like fun ingredients we can find for your cookies.
Oh yeah, like what kind of cookies do you guys like? Like I like making the oatmeal ones or the monster ones. I mean, they're not really monsters, but you just put like different kinds of like sweets in them, like chocolate chips and peanut butter chips and I guess you can put raisins in them. Or if you are into monsters, I guess you could put like spiders and bugs and stuff. That wouldn't be the worst, but
I mean, it is the season to put.
Yeah, good for protein, right? Gosh, or I haven't done macaroons in a while. Those are a little bit harder, and you have to get the like super fine flour and sugar, or the refined sugar, so it's really, really soft. I don't know, what kind of cookies do you guys like?
I mean, I am partial just to anything sweet.
I mean, there's like the pumpkin cookies are really good.
Oh,
And I miss the time now. Yeah, pumpkin chocolate chip.
yes. It's like eyes light up at the pumpkin. We need to get pumpkin and
We need to get some pumpkins and like some fresh ones.
Yeah.
And we don't bother with the pre-made pumpkin spice. We have to get the cinnamon,
Yeah.
the nutmeg,
Uh-huh.
the clove. We get all of it from scratch. It tastes so much better, trust me. So yeah, he'll start just piling those onto the cart.
All right.
Okay.
And
Some
so you
pumpkin puree.
pile on all the extra stuff, and you get some odds and ends, eggs, flour. You get vanilla, and as you're piling them all in, you get to the checkout. I need all of you real quick to roll me a perception check.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
Baby.
What?
8.
All right.
7, but
And 8. All right.
Yes.
So Draxel, as like you're kind of inspecting ingredients and whatnot, Rain scoops up a bit of the flour, dumps it into a bag, starts to seal it. Flour gets in your eye, so you're kind of like Vea, you are trying to like stop moving. Stop. Let me get it out of your stop moving.
no.
And Rain, because this is making a commotion, you immediately go, I want nothing to do with this. And you turn away and you see outside what looks to be the Santa Claus character from the center of town walking right past the front of the store. Not going in, not like staring at you, but like walking right past the front of the store.
Do I notice anything weird about him, or
He definitely seems to be how do I put this? He seems to be like on a mission of some sort. With a 20, I'll say like you can tell that he was like walking by. He did not stop his stride, but like he's headed for something.
okay? What's his condition? Does he still look about the same as when we saw him before?
Yeah, he looks jacked. He looks swole. He looks a little battered. Kind of like, a few scrapes and bruises from like falling on the ground too quickly. But other than that, he seems to be pretty much the same.
Okay. I will maybe like follow to the door and peek my head out to see where he's going.
As he like as you peek out, you see him like turn the corner around to the back alley of the shop.
Oh, okay. Guys, remember that not Santa from earlier?
What?
The Santa, the jolly elf giant man, really beefy Santa daddy.
Oh yeah.
He went that way. He looked like he's up to something. He's like around the side of this building.
We should follow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Should we? Like, he was causing trouble in the center of town with that booth. Like, maybe they're doing something?
Like, I mean, why are they here? We're not even past Hallows Eve yet. We need to get them the hell out of this town. Proper holiday timing.
Yeah,
Let's see what he's up
so frustrating.
I'm gonna just kind of like slip out the door, I guess.
Yeah.
Just so I can like follow to that corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and try and sneak around, follow to the corner.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm assuming you're going as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys come around the corner, and you go down a little bit, just like inside the alley, and you don't see anything right off the bat. And then from slightly behind you, you hear, ho, ho, ho. And turn around and you see like on top of a bunch of crates and whatnot, is the Santa Claus, and he's sitting there cracking knuckles, and it looks like he's got some knuckle dusters on. And it goes, well, isn't it the cheaters? I don't like cheaters. And he drops down, and at the other end of the alley walks out the announcer dude. And he goes, no, we don't like cheaters. We don't like losing, but We don't like losing to cheaters.
Okay, who's cheating?
Yeah, who cheated?
I think you guys are being the naughty ones. Just saying.
Listen, we have our shtick. We have our fun. We come to town. We drum up a little bit of holiday cheer. We get some money, and then we leave. No worse for wear. It's not like we, I don't know, egged your town square or anything the night beforehand and blamed it on, I don't know, Halloween characters. We're just here
Sounds oddly specific. Are you sure you didn't do that?
Mm.
Sounds like a weird thing to just bring up. It's like when you meet someone and you're like, "Hi, my name is so and so, and I don't intend on killing you."
I don't stab little old ladies in their sleep. No, that's not what I do at all.
Yeah, this is weird that you brought the kind of. Anyway, answering our question, who cheated?
Obviously, the both of you.
I mean,
it wasn't.
did Rain cheat?
Did I cheat?
I mean, you definitely drummed up a little bit of a visual flair.
If anything, I was helping your business to make it look like y'all be such a mighty person instead of and he tries to do the same guns he did before with non-muscles.
I don't remember you explicitly forbidding anything.
And the
That's
announcer
true.
goes,
That's true.
"It's sportsmanship. Of course you shouldn't have to say not to cheat."
I don't really.
Okay.
Cheating
We're going to get in.
Yeah, if there weren't rules.
We're going to get into some discussions here. Some magic was used, yes, but is it fair that he is that unnaturally large, that huge man? Is that fair?
I mean, he works out. Mike just does this.
Is that all?
Mike? His name's not even Santa.
So Mike works out every day, and you can tell that Mike works out every day.
Thanks.
Drexel prays to God every day. And
Spiritually
every day,
working out.
His faith is rewarded with skills.
Holy guns right here.
Our familial love for him is rewarded also. And just because it's not our bodily strength, it doesn't mean it was cheating.
I feel like
Just a different kind of strength.
I feel like Kirk Cameron is gonna come on and sit backwards in a chair and goes, "And that's how you too could be saved by the grace of God."
Oh,
Yeah.
no!
Well, we'll make this simple. Hand us back our money, and we'll leave you and your town alone. That's all that needs to happen. Hand us back our money, and you won't have to deal with anything else.
We've already dealt with you once, though.
Because you cheated. But if we're going to be playing against rules, we can cheat too.
There were no rules. You didn't establish rules.
Guess I don't need to play by any rules now. And he's going to try and sucker punch Rain in the gut.
Oh my gosh! Oh no! How do I roll for that?
So it's just going to be like an attack against you.
Oh.
That is from the announcer dude. That is an 18.
Oh my gosh! I mean, that definitely hits my AC.
All right, and he does 2 whole points of damage, enough to kind of knock the wind out of you.
Yeah, that's so nice.
And the Santa Claus character, now we know as Mike, goes, "Yeah, this is more of my scene." So let me set the scene as we roll for initiative.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Bea got the 1. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm
I
gonna
got
go grab
2. All right.
17.
Rain got a 17. And Draxel.
24.
24. Dang. Okay. Excel has changed, and I don't like change. What happened to my sort feature? There it is. All right. Sort by column B. Large, small. Okay. All right. So Draxel, you will be going first. What you have in front of you is Rain slightly ahead of you, Vea more or less to your side. You've got about a 15-foot wide alleyway to work around. So for the most part, you guys are going to be shoulder to shoulder, but you have enough space to move around each other if necessary. You've got announcer guy at the inside of the alley, and on the outside you have Mike, Santa Claus. We're just going to call him Santa Claus for ease right now. So you have Santa Claus at the outside of the alley that leads back to the street. What do you want to do?
Okay, I am going to run up to the announcer guy and as a bonus action, take my Hungry Jaws attack and just leap and try and bite him.
All right, hell yeah.
What is my bite? 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay, so he's going to take 2 points of piercing damage and I gain 3 temporary HP.
Okay.
Nice.
And then in my space on my action, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians. And so there's all these little, like, you know, like the little teeny, like almost raptor-like dinosaurs from Jurassic Park 2. They're
Yes!
swarmed. They're just bouncing around me, just like moving and biting.
Oh my god.
Yes! I love it!
Spirit Guardians on myself.
Okay. Do I need to be concerned about that, or do they just react?
Yeah, it goes 15 feet around me for the entire duration.
Mhm.
When a creature enters the space or starts their turn there, they need to make a
It's
wisdom
dumb.
saving throw
Awesome.
or
Go.
take damage.
Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay. So you take a bite out of him, and then all of a sudden these tiny little lizard-like dragon creatures, almost smaller than kobolds, more of a pain in the ass, seem to like just be starting to like bite at his heels. God, I ain't dealing with this. And he whistles, and as he whistles, you hear hoofbeats coming around the corner of the back end of the alley, and out come a reindeer, huge in stature, looks
No.
like works out just as well as a boar.
Oh.
Hey, Drexel,
Dinner!
dinner showed up.
We got a reindeer and 2 guys for dinner.
We got 1 reindeer and 3 pigs.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right, so that will be his turn. The animals are at the far end of the alley. They are, we'll say, 20 feet away from behind the announcer. So the announcer is right in front of Rain. Rain, you now have Draxel right next to you as he's like on top of him. It is now your turn, Rain.
Okie dokie. I think I'm gonna go with a chill touch.
Okay.
On the announcer guy.
Okay.
I can't remember. Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Ew. This is my spell. Sorry.
No,
I'm
you're totally
slow
fine.
today. Okay, 13.
13 does not hit.
Oh no! So I'm just still leaning on the wall, kind of wheezing.
So you try and like cast it, and he's like dancing out of the way of the tiny little dinosaurs nipping at him, and he just happens to like dodge out of the way of your chill attack. Anything else? Is that your turn?
I think that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Santa, and Santa again cracks his knuckles, and he looks to you, Vey, and he goes, "I gotta get you back." And he is going to try and hit you twice. First one is a 15 to hit,
Hits.
and the second one is a 21.
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay. Let me just make sure I mark that down. All right. First, do you want individual or do you just want total damage?
I'm not resistant to anything. So
They're not resistant to anything. All right, so I'll just give you total damage then. So
Cool.
First one was 5. Next one is... So that is 11 points of damage, just right across you as he just pulls out his fists and does 11 points of total just bludgeoning damage against you.
Okay.
And that's his turn. He's now kind of like on his toes a little bit, bobbing and weaving. He goes, I ain't gonna be caught off guard this time. No smell's going to really take me down. And that brings us to your turn, Vea. You have Santa right in front of you at the opening of the alleyway. Behind you, not even 5 feet, is Rain and Draxel, who right in front of them have the announcer, and 20 feet behind him are 2 different animals.
Okay, so she's gonna stand in front of him. I guess she's standing in front of him. She's like also cracking her knuckles and like bobbing back and forth and all this. And she's like, okay, you want to go? You want to go? Let's get this fired up. And he just starts to feel this like burning from his knuckle dusters as she casts heat metal.
Hell yeah. Is that a Constitution saving throw?
No, it just is metal.
It just is heat's metal. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. All right, so roll for damage, or is that until until his next turn and he has to let go?
I roll damage this turn,
okay.
And then I can continue to roll more damage.
Okay.
That is 5 points of fire damage only.
5 points of fire damage. Okay.
And let's see. And then on the subsequent turns, it can make a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So you start heating up and you can just see them like starting to like glow, and you can just see him like tears start rolling down his face, and he's trying to like hold steady, and he just very, very like Home Alone kind of face of just like holding in all the pain as much as possible. Is that your turn?
Yep.
And so you hear just kind of this groaning of pain, Draxel, coming from behind you, as you see those 2 animals come into your view. And yeah, the announcer guy still got the little dinosaurs nipping at his feet. What do you do?
Okay, so I don't think I realized that it was his turn last time. At the beginning of his turn, he needed to make a wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians.
Okay. I apologize. Wisdom save. That is a 14. He does not realize. That's
14
enough?
14 is enough, so he will take 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. So yeah, he's just getting bitten all throughout the last turn. So now, back to the top of the order. It is now your turn.
I'm going to pull out my whip. Pull out the Abracadabra. That is a 9, but I'm going to use my Channel Divinity since I prepared the War Domain today.
Yeah.
War God's Blessing to add a +10, making it a 19.
That definitely hits, yeah.
Okay, so he's going to take 2 points of slashing damage, 1 point of poison damage, and then he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and I think I have to roll the poison randomly, right?
Yep, that's correct. I'm gonna give him disadvantage because of how much is going on with him right now, being nipped at.
Okay, that is a 7, so it rolled the glomp effect.
That was a great addition. The Abracadabra from our fantastic audience. Thank you so much for adding that. Could you read the glomp effect for me?
Yeah, so DC 17 on the Constitution saving throw from poison. When poisoned, they are immediately afterwards, they have to glomp the thing closest to them.
Okay. He fails.
Okay.
He fails spectacularly. And is that your turn?
Nope. I am going to go ahead and use the War Priest ability. When I take the attack action, I can make 1 weapon attack as a bonus action. So here we go with the whip again.
Okay.
That's going to be a 17.
Okay, that hits.
2 points of slashing damage and 1 point of piercing damage.
Point slashing.
And he again needs to make. Does he need to make another check for poison?
No. Since he's poisoned with this one, he'll be consistently poisoned on that.
Wow.
Oh.
All right. So
wait. Sorry. I forgot to add my just regular bonus. He should have 8 extra slashing damage on him for the regular bonus.
Okay, perfect.
I have a weird question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does it heat does heat metal heat any metal on that target, even if it is newly introduced? Like anything that's put on them after she started casting it?
It has to be.
No,
Go ahead.
it's a specific item.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, you can't like add more metal to the fire, essentially.
That's okay.
Okay. So is that your full turn, Draxel?
That's my full turn.
All right. You've got like fighter stats here now. Like you've got like all these tiers. It's so cool. So it is now his turn, and he is going to glomp onto one of the crates. And so he just like grabs onto the crates, throws himself into it, and he's yelling and just like, "I'm gonna get you! Ow, it's so splintery! And he's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That is a 11.
That fell, so he is going to take 16 points of radiant damage.
Beautiful. And then he's going to try and beat the 17 to try and like unglomp. Natural 20.
Uh-huh.
And he comes off, and you could just like see splinters all down his face because of how hard he threw himself into the box. And he just, and he pulls out a dagger, and he, oh man, I'm so tired now. And that's his turn. So Rain, you still have the 2 animals 20 feet ahead of you. He's 5 feet off to your left, more in front of Draxel at this point, and Vea seems to be handling Santa Claus behind you.
Okay.
What would you like to do from here? It is your turn.
Oh my. Do any of them look like bloodied or...
It seems like the announcer dude is not doing well.
Okay.
Santa Claus, he seems to be fine.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to help out with Santa Claus,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Crown of Madness on Santa. He needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. He's also not very wise. That is a 10.
That does not pass, which means a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on his head and madness glows in his eyes. Charm target must use its action before moving on each of its turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I mentally choose.
Okay.
And I'm going to choose the announcer.
Okay.
Target can act normally on its turn if I choose no creature or if none are within its reach.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right, cool. So on its turn, he's going to have to try and attack his good friend there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that then brings us to the reindeer's turn, and
Oh boy.
it is not happy, and it kind of has this like charging, getting ready essentially to try and attack. It's going to charge straight for you, Draxel, but that will also get into your protection field. So wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
Okay. That is a 11.
I'll take 9 points of radiant damage.
9 points of radiant damage. Okay. Let me... 9 points of radiant damage. Not a lot of health on this guy, but he's going to charge anyways. And that is a 17 to hit, Draxel.
Miss.
Miss? Whoa! All right. So he charges in. His antlers like just seem to be wide enough apart that you're like able to turn and get just out of the way before he would knock you down. And you could see that like all of the tips of his antlers are sheathed in a metal. Essentially, we're getting like pointed, ready to like gore somebody down. That is his turn, but it is now the boar's turn, and the boar is also going to charge, but this time it's going to try and charge at Rain, still with the wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 3 on its wisdom saving throw, so please
17 points of radiant damage.
Just 17. Just mess up my stuff, please. Just absolutely mess up my stuff. All right. Immediately, it like starts charging in, just huffing and puffing this entire time. Very thick coat, and as he charges in, the tiny little dinosaurs just like take little nips out of him, and just radiant light bursts out of him, out of this little pockets of fur and skin that it takes out of, and it like already starts to look really, really tiny and just slowed down. That is to hit. That is a 14 to hit Rain.
That hits.
That hits. Alrighty. That is 6 points of damage.
Ow.
And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, no.
Or be knocked down.
Okay. 13.
13, you save. And so, like, again, just that, like, diminishing energy as it's being bitten piece by piece seems to just kind of just like, hey, don't do that. That sucked. All right, so that now brings us to Santa's turn, and he's going to sit there and he's just, and he like focuses up a little bit more. He's going to try and do a Constitution saving throw, and that is a non-natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to try and do another double attack against you, Vea.
Is he close enough for Drexel's Spirit Guardians?
5. Yeah, he would be. Now that I...
Wait, wasn't he supposed to go attack somebody else anyway?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, he has the Crown of Madness. So what that means is that I need Draxel, Vea, and Rain all to do a... what's it called as they come into your area of attack of opportunity, because he's going to run past all three of you to try and just deck the crap out of his best friend.
Oh, and then when he enters my area, wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Wisdom saving throw. That is 15.
Oh my gosh.
Passes. Oh, he'll take 2 points of radiant damage. I rolled terribly.
2 points of radiant damage. Alrighty.
It's a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
I only got like a 12.
12 just barely misses.
25 to hit.
25 hits. So Vea and Draxel go ahead and do a single physical attack as he runs by. Kick.
2 damage from me.
1 point of biting damage.
1 point of biting damage. And nothing from Vea, apparently.
Just 2. Like, I hit, but, you know, I think more than anything, she's just keeping up the gag at this point.
Oh no, I'm so weak. I'm so little. Oh.
Oh, look, my punches are doing so much.
So he starts just charging through, just and as he like the little dinosaurs turn their attention to him, taking little bites out of him. Rain, you try and attack, but like you get knocked over just a little bit too much, and so you can't even like reach him as you're trying to regain your balance. Vea, you're just kind of like boop boop, haha, sucks to suck. Draxel, you're like and he like drags his arm as he's trying to punch his friend. He dragged his arm through your open jaw, so he has these scratch marks. You scratched up his nice tattoo, dude. That's not cool.
But now he knows what Santa tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty or
Sadness and
nice?
sweat.
He tastes naughty.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna try and punch his best friend with his full turn. He punches his best friend once. He misses on the second one, and he does 6 points of damage. Announcer dude is not looking pretty. He's definitely bloodied at this point. That's his turn. Vea, it is now your turn.
Okay.
You've got everybody and the inside of the alley. You and your friends all your backs are facing the outside of the alley. Santa and the announcer are right on top of each other.
I will use my bonus action to heat up the metal more.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Where did my other dice go? 7.
7 points of damage.
And okay, with the way they're all set up on the other side, is there one that is like at least 10 feet from Drexel or Rain?
Yes. So the way that they are right now, they're kind of like in a 2x2 area. So top square would be announcer, bottom square would be Santa Claus, bottom right would be Draxel, and then top right would be Rain.
Okay, so on the one that is furthest away from my friends, I am going to attack with an ice knife.
Okay, that would be the announcer dude.
Okay. And that is a natural 20!
Woo!
So that is just 1d10, and then everyone within 5 feet of him needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so Rain, you will need to include a dexterity saving throw as well.
Oh, whoops. I thought you were far enough away. It's okay, I can heal.
It's okay. I got an 18, so.
Oh, well, that passes anyway. So it's
Yes.
10 points from the initial hit,
Okay.
and that's piercing. And then if they fail, it's 2d6 cold damage.
Go ahead and roll. They all failed.
Do I still take the 10 if I succeeded?
No, because the 10 only hits the target.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that's 6 points of cold damage.
So go ahead and roll
And then-
the exploded damage.
Yeah, that was the 6 points of cold damage
6.
and
Sorry.
10 points of piercing.
Okay. So they all failed, so they all take 6 points of cold, sharp, explodey damage as the knife
Yeah.
pierces into his shoulder and then explodes out. And Santa doesn't seem to be as affected by it. He seemed to be kind of like, cold, nice.
And then I'll back up like 15 feet.
All right, so you back up. You're like right at the mouth of the alley at this point. Is that your turn, Vea?
Yep.
All right, we're back to the top of the order. Draxel, it's now your turn. You've
All
got
right,
a
well,
boar kind of close to you, got a reindeer kind of close to you. Santa and the announcer are all just right on top of each other.
okay. Well, the announcer was looking kind of bad already when his friend punched him, right?
Yeah, he's looking pretty weak.
Okay, so I'm going to turn towards Santa and upcast at 3rd level a inflict wounds.
Okay,
It's going to be 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Oh, man. All right, that's going to be 5d10 points of necrotic damage.
Whoa!
Oh, crap. I dropped one. Wait, no. That's going to be 27 points of necrotic damage.
Oof. So you reach out, you claw into him, and you can see the necrotic energy grow up his veins, and he takes it and he just like, why didn't you wrestle me? At least that would have been interesting. And like you could see that like some of his beard is starting to fall out a little bit because of the necrotic damage. His knuckles are like glowing red hot at this point. Is that your turn?
I'm going to bite him as a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
What is my bite bonus? Not as good. 13 to hit?
13 meets. So
Oh, okay. He will take 4 points of piercing damage.
4 points of piercing damage. All right. You're whittling away at him, and like you bite at his like other tattoo, and he goes, "Hey, that took a long time. I did that myself. It's not nice."
Sorry. Legitimately sorry about that. No.
Okay. So it is now the announcer's turn, and like as he gets punched in the face, you can see like the knuckle dusters on his face where it burned into his skin a little bit, and he's just, Mike, what the hell? And he turns and he looks at you, Vea, and he goes, You stop this right now, and he's going to shoot you with magic missile.
He does need to make a wisdom saving
makes-
throw.
yeah.
That's right. Yes, I keep forgetting. The tiny little dinosaur creatures. That is a 10.
Oh my god.
He's going to take 10 points of radiant damage.
He is like woozy at this point. Okay, so magic missile. So that is 13 points of damage as he magic missiles you, and just 4 darts go flying out. They weave through different bodies, and he's trying to get you to drop concentration on the knuckle dusters.
And I do.
You do drop the concentration?
I do.
All right. So the knuckle dusters start to calm down, and he turns a little bit, trying to like use Santa Claus as a meat shield at this point. And that brings us to Rain. It is now your turn. You've got a boar in front of you. You've got the announcer dude and Santa Claus right on top of each other, and a reindeer.
Well, if I want to maintain the crown of madness, I have to keep holding it.
Okay.
So Santa will need to make another wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 7.
That does not pass.
That's too bad. All right.
Since his friend is pretty woozy, I'm going to change his direction to the reindeer
Okay.
as his next target.
Okay. The reindeer it is. Okay. And like he just immediately turns and he goes, "No, please. Not the reindeer. Please." Is that your turn?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It is now the reindeer's turn, and it's going to try and hit you, Draxel.
All right, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That is a 5.
11 points of radiant damage.
So the reindeer like looks at you and is like rears up its hooves, and you can tell that it's gonna like not hit you with the hooves, but try and like gore you again with the antlers. And at its exposed belly, the little dinosaurs come in and nip at its legs and belly, and it topples over to the side and falls down dead.
Yes!
Congratulations, an ice knife and a bunch of tiny little dinosaurs have defeated one of the monsters. Brings it to the boar's turn, where it will also make a wisdom saving throw. And that is a 5. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Right. 12 radiant damage.
And the boar, exhausted, tired. It looks like it's on its like last legs. If the ice knife wasn't going to do it, you see this one tiny little dinosaur just like saunter their way up the backside and just like, just tiny little bite out of the back of its neck, and it just falls down to the ground dead. And the boar is now gone. It is now Santa's turn, and the reindeer is now dead. So where will the command lie now, Rain?
So who's still standing? Just the announcer?
Just the announcer and himself.
Okay. Can I have him target himself?
Let me double check the rules real quick on that. Crown
Because
of
that would be
Madness.
funny.
That you can see with a saving throw. The charm target must use its action moving on each of its turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself.
Other than itself. Okay, then we'll do the announcer again.
Okay, so he starts to swing for the reindeer, and on the balls of his feet, he just continues the momentum, and he's going to try and clock his friend, but he needs to make the wisdom saving throw first. That is a 10.
No.
So we'll go ahead for your radiant damage, my friend.
13.
13. I'm putting this dice away because it has not been doing me any favors. He's starting to look a little dizzy as like the dinosaurs are like piling up on top of him. He's going to try and hit his friend twice. First one misses, second one hits. Yeah. Oh my gosh, max damage. Oh. So
Oh, no.
his first fist, like, the announcer guy ducks underneath it, and the announcer's just like, "I'm so sorry!" and, like, just uppercuts right into the chin, like a full-on Shoryuken, and the announcer guy goes crashing into the crates that he had previously broken, and he is down. So now it is just the Santa's turn, and he's just like, "What have I done?" And that brings us to Vea. It is now your turn.
I'll like walk forward back to like just closer and be like, okay, my friend, if you admit defeat now, then, you know, we can call this good and I can stabilize your friend.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I don't think I'm very good at that. But
I'll
let's
give you
find
advantage because he's looking at his friend that he hurt himself.
out. Let's see. Okay, that could be worse. 17.
He starts just blubbering. I'm like,
Oh, no.
you won fair and square. We didn't set up any rules. Can you just stop kicking our asses for like 5 seconds? Ow, ow, my knuckles are hurty.
Yeah. Yeah, see, so we won. So you're going to pick up, you're going to stop bothering the town. And you're going to respect that it is spooky season, not the giving season.
We won't be back to Karishkagal. We'll go somewhere else. We'll go back north. I promise. Just make it stop. Make it stop. And he like looks down at his fist and goes, no, not me. Please don't make me hit myself.
Oh my God.
And I will cast a healing word on the announcer.
Okay. The announcer.
And just be like, now you keep in mind, because he's only coming up with a little bit of health.
So, I'm not going to make you roll, like, point-wise, but, like, the announcer comes, everything, I think my jaw's broken. Oh, gosh. Why? And he goes like, come on, man, we gotta get out of here. And he like scoops him up, puts him over his shoulder. And he goes, we gotta go. And he just books it and he starts running out of the alley. Just like,
opportunity attack.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah. Yes.
With the whip.
With the whip.
I'm going right on the ass cheek. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
8 points of slashing damage and 2 points of poison.
Okay, and he's going to, with disadvantage, because he wasn't, that's 11. 11 to save.
And he does not know who is friend or foe.
And he looks at the body that he's carrying and he goes, ah! Yeah, and he like yeets his best friend out of the alley into the shop, and he just continues to book it. He is just run, get out of my way! And you hear, my bones! From the shop down the way. Not the broken drum, but another shop, and just a bunch of people are like, what is going on there? And you have now defeated my Santa Claus puzzle. You now also have a reindeer and a boar for dinner ready and available.
And those antlers were metal tipped?
They were metal tipped, yes.
Oh, we are removing those.
Okay.
I'm going to be making a helmet for myself.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Go ahead and roll me a quick survival check.
1 plus.
Oh, no.
1 plus 7.
So you're not able to like, what was the goal? You're like trying to like officially remove the antlers, or were you just trying to like remove the pointy bits?
No, like with a knife, I was just kind of like break them out at the base.
Okay. You didn't make a clean break. You did, you have some of the skull base on one of them. So like a little more skull, and the other one you broke like a good couple inches above the base itself.
I can work with this.
You can work with that. Eventually, the young teenager walks out of the store and goes, You guys started a fight and you didn't even like let me know so that way I could at least watch. It'd be the only entertainment of my day. Come on. That's not cool. And she walks back inside the store.
Callbacks. But you need to be doing your job as the proprietor of the symbol of great value.
Whatever.
We can start another fight.
That's true.
No, because I'm probably going to have to clean this up. Whatever. She goes back inside the store.
Oh my gosh. Did we leave our groceries inside?
I assumed you did.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take the momentum away of her going, hey, can you like pay for those if you're gonna leave? So I'm assuming that like you just like, hey, can you hold on to these? And then you ran out and dealt with Santa Claus. So you guys, what do you guys want to do from here?
Pay for our groceries.
Okay.
Yeah, grab our groceries. We haven't even gotten pumpkins or anything that Grandma sent us out for.
Oh crap! Yeah,
Other
she
than the
wanted.
flower.
Yeah.
Okay, Drexel did. I gotta find a vase.
Okay.
Like a cool one.
Oh. They're like a pottery barn.
Why don't you go check out Link's stash? They've got a bunch of like vases and whatnot. Some of them are broken though. Like, guys got a problem. But they got some good designs, some seasonal stuff. You know.
Okay.
We should go get spooky ones.
Yeah.
Oh, we should.
So, we'll say that Grandma gave you like exact change and then probably like 10 bronze pieces for all of the extra ingredients, Rain. And she packs up your stuff. Thanks for coming to the Broken Drum. Where
We can't beat your savings.
they can't beat
Finger
our-
guns out the door.
Those guys were pretty cool, I guess. So you guys go to Link's stash. It's like two blocks down, and the town seems to be like just kind of like in awe of like what happened. Like we had some grifters come in. They were making a big fuss. They threatened the town, and then one of the grifters just gets thrown by one of the other grifters into a town. Like what happened? Did it just bad beef? So that's kind of like
someone's throwing stuff. I don't know.
you're just kind of like hearing the buzz around the city as you make it to Link's stash, and as you walk into Link's stash, you see a very old elf with long platinum blonde hair, and you hear "Hi, how are you doing? Welcome, come on in. We've got pots and we've got some decorative flowers. We've got plastic. We've got real. We've got trees. We've got whatever you want to put in those pots. If you want to put your money in the pots, not my recommendation, but that's your discretion. What would you like? How can I help?
Okay, we need a couple cool vases.
Okay.
Do you sell like specific types of fertilizer? Like that would help things grow better?
Yeah, we've got sustainable, we've got blessed, we've got sacred, we've got from vampire crypt, like whatever you want, we got it.
Let whatever will help something stay alive with the least amount of care.
Okay, so
Or not like care, like if something goes wrong and it doesn't get maintenance for a day, then it'll be fine.
the semi-green thumb special. I gotcha. And she turns around and she pulls out a couple bags of fertilizer, and it's standard fertilizer. And she goes, mix this in with the soil. You'll be good. It absorbs a lot of water, and it just slowly releases it, just in case if you don't get to it every single day. Sound good?
Yeah. Are these all like non-magic vases there? Do you have anything that would maybe be like on its decoration something illusion based so it could change?
We do have the seasonal changer. So like
that's what I was looking for. Because
Yeah.
if we got Grandma that, she could change it for each season.
Yeah.
But right now it could be really spooky.
Yeah, and so she like pulls out a couple different vases, and like right now they're all blacks and purples, and it looks like there's a vinyl that kind of like changes color as like you kind of like shift your perspective on it. And right now it's like of a skeleton cat on one and a bat on another, and then a gravestone on the third one. And she goes, "Yeah, we've got these. They're pretty popular right now. We're doing a sale. Buy two get two free, so I could get you fourth one in if that's what you want."
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. She pulls out another one, fertilizer. May I make a recommendation with the soil that you've got?
Mm-hmm.
We've got this creeping vine. Goes well with like pretty much every season. When it gets more wintry, the leaves turn red, so that way you get that kind of like Christmas vibe. But right now they're kind of like more of a brown. And she pulls out like this large pot, and it's got this hanging vine coming off of it, and goes great with the fertilizer that you got. Plants anywhere, doesn't need a lot of light, so it just kind of does its thing.
Do you maybe have the seeds for this?
The seeds? Yeah, I've got seeds for that. Yeah.
Instead of the actual vine?
Yeah, I could do that. Okay. And she takes the flower back, and she pulls out like a packet of seeds. And these seeds are like cube shape. So that like the packaging feels a little bit weird. But she goes, "Yeah, the seeds, that's going to be with the jars, 2 for buy 2 get 2. The fertilizer, 15 silver."
Okay, sounds good.
Sound good? All right, perfect. Is there anything else that I could do for you while you're at Link's stash? No? All right, perfect. Well, you have a hayat of a day. Have a good one.
You too.
This session just proves that anybody who has to work retail hates it so much.
Oh, true.
All right. So in the interest of time, is there anything else that you guys wanted to do before you head back to Grammy Ma's?
Oh, and I assume we are so awkward looking, like vases and like
Flower.
Carcasses.
flour.
Yeah. Wrap the rope around those carcasses, just dragging them back.
Boar and a deer, like having just like thrown Grifter Santa in front of a crowd, and it's just like, "Hi."
And like people are like, "Oh, thanks so much for keeping this town safe. Thank you." You guys make it back to Grammy Ma's, and Grammy Ma opens up the door and it goes, "Oh, wonderful, Draxel, you did it. You got us dinner and breakfast. Wow. Look at you. Look at you." And like gives him like a little kiss on the head and then covers his ear holes and goes, "I thought I told you to rein him in. Rein him in."
This was reined in.
We didn't go out looking for this stuff. It just happened.
You know what? Can't fault it. Good job, my boy. Oh, what a good job.
Thank you. I tried.
You succeeded. Not just tried. You succeeded.
I'm sorry. I let 2 of the dinner get away. They got away, but
Oh.
yeah. So
Well,
I had to be honest.
You can tell me all about it when we get to dinner. Why don't you two go downstairs, get that ready, check in on Tallinn. Vea, I would love it. I see you got some stuff. If you just wanted to spruce up the place with however you want it to look.
Okay, so I really did think about what you said about like sustainability and all that. And so I bought seeds and I brought me back.
I was hoping you'd come back.
So what I was thinking is that, we could plant them and then I'll grow them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll make sure that they're healthy and good every time I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be however you want, but that's sustainability.
I love this idea. Thank you so much, Vea. That is so unique. I would have never thought of that myself. That is wonderful. Thank you.
And these vases are really cool, she says, trying not to you don't know she has feelings.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
she tries to mute her feelings so much. So like as soon as there's this little like, oh, she's like, and the faces are cool. They change seasonally,
Mhm.
and they kind of have this cool shift to them.
And she like picks one up and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I love this so much. That is, you did a great job, Bea. I am super
you.
impressed. Thank you so much. You are so resourceful and thoughtful. Couldn't thank you enough. Thank you so much, sweetheart."
And then she's just like, so I'll just start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll start working on dinner, and Billy's gonna have a lot of leftovers.
Mhm.
I got a good recipe for reindeer sausage.
I can't. Let's go. Let's go.
So, start up the grinder.
And Tolan's like, "No
Yes.
more food. I can't do anymore." You hear from downstairs. And that is where we are going to end today's session.
Woo.
Woo!
We defeated the Santa puzzle.
You defeated my Santa puzzle. That was fantastic. And you guys got a bunch of money out of that too. So
Yeah, like a bunch.
Oh
boy.
man. Whew. Do you feel ready to go to Azuth, and do you feel like you've properly power leveled for the next session, you guys?
Leveled?
No, not yet. You guys just got to 5. Calm down.
Okay.
Rearing to go. Like, let's go throw some more people across.
Did get to try out some of my new grimoire spells, so that was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
This is like one of my 2 characters that doesn't have a negative strength mod. So
Loved the soft little punches of that was absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much for letting me be your DM, and thank you guys for being so creative and just constantly keeping me on my toes. I absolutely love it so much. And thank you, audience members, for joining us. We really appreciate all of you. And don't forget, as we said at the top of the show, Fox Beauty Cosmetics. Go check out their stuff. They are fantastic. FOXX. I've been drinking coffee all day, and like it is not faded at all. Look at that. That is amazing.
I think we have the same color on.
Do we? The green, I think it was? Yeah.
Great for necromancers.
Yeah,
So.
it is. All right. So, let's do our outros and social medias. Pannon, where can people find you online?
I'm on Facebook, the _Panninator, on Instagram as Pannon, on Twitter as Pannonation.
Vea/Jazzy.
I'm just on Twitter at Crimson Novacos.
And Draxel/Dustin.
Sky Still Cosplay on Instagram and Sky Still Art on Twitter.
And if you want to follow me for whatever reasons, it is at Crest Sphinx on Twitter, at the Crest Sphinx on the Instagrams. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope your spooky season is very spooky, and may all of your dice rolls at least be interesting. Goodbye, everybody!
Bye.